Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we are going to hit tonight is legitimately every time that I'm ready to hang up the Kansas City parade shooting and the response from the left, they do something else really stupid, and I gotta cover it with you guys. Tonight, we're going to talk about how they came out and said the quiet part out loud. The minority leader in Missouri openly just said the Democrats are going to cause chaos. Let me show you what they're going for. And guys, I have never seen them be this undisciplined. And of course, everything is linked in the description box below. And I can't wait to hear from you guys on this one. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And I'm sure you guys can tell spring is right around the corner, which means getting outside, hiking, fishing, all the outdoor activities that we love after a long winter. And Sportsman Guide is the place to go to prep up for that trip, whatever it is. You're talking about all the heavy-hitting brands that can help you do whatever you're trying to do. Land that huge fish, put some waterfowl in the cooler, whatever you're trying to do. Sportsman Guide has all the heavy hitters that are ready for you from the brands that you trust. This is the place that you need to go, whether you are camping, fishing, or just hanging outside with your buddies. Sportsman Guide is the place to be, and thank you so much to them for sponsoring this content. All right, my brothers and sisters. Oh man, every time we hang this up, they just open the door again. Missouri Democrats call on voters to tighten state gun laws. Now, this is a theme that we're seeing. Now, guys, you guys know how I love themes. When we saw something happen in Tennessee last April, there was a huge push to break all the high schoolers out of high school and to go protest in the state capitol for the gun control March for Our Lives groups. Then they wanted something very specific. They wanted red flag laws. That's what they wanted in Tennessee. They put their big hat on it. They said, that's the goal right there. They didn't get it, but they got a lot of other publicity out of it. Well, now in Missouri, they're coming after preemption laws because they don't have enough oomph to get what they want for red flag laws. So now they're going after the cities to be able to make their own gun control laws separate from state, which is a state law. That's what they're trying to do. Check this out, because guys, they're openly saying what they're going to do. Jefferson City, Democrats in the Missouri House renewed their call for tougher gun laws Monday in the wake of a deadly shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl celebration. 2 criminals shooting at each other, not a mass shooting. Anyway, let's continue. But with Republicans holding a supermajority in both the House and the Senate, the demands made and announcement on the steps of the Capitol are aimed more at voters in November than on their GOP colleagues in the building. Understand what that means. All the horrible tragedy that they've been standing on for the past week and a half, even though it got a little awkward because it didn't work out the way they wanted to. All of that is meant for elections in November. They say it right here. We're going to call for a law that has zero chance, but we want voters to see we're calling for it, so therefore maybe we can get more power in the fall. Yet this is about them. This is not about the victims of this. This is not about the crime that enabled this. This is quite literally about them. And this is a theme that you're seeing on the left a whole lot. Like I said, in that video that I'm going to show you everything, it's only getting longer. Quote, oh, here's the quotes right here. As a super minority party, there isn't a lot we can do when it comes to policy. We can get loud and draw attention to this. Absolutely, voters need to hold these folks accountable, said House Minority Leader Crystal Quaid, Democrat Springfield, who is running for governor. Well, what do you know? Listen to this quote right here. This doesn't sum up the modern leftist gun control. I don't know what does. Quote, we all know how this is going to play out. Over the next few weeks, we're going to cause as much chaos as we can to draw attention to this. You know your law is not going to go anywhere, so really you're only doing it for your own power in November, and you're going to cause as much chaos as you can while there's still political capital. This is my scale right here. This is a flabby hunk of whale refuse. This is what you just said. It's a lot. This is pretty disgusting, but what do we always say on this channel? They're always going to tell you who they are. They're always going to show you what they're afraid of, and they will always say what they truly mean if you listen close enough. Again, wrapping this up in a different fashion, they're going to cause more chaos and as much as possible in order to get as much attention as possible to talk about a law that they know is DOA across the board in order to get more votes for themselves in November. The House Minority Democratic leader in Missouri just said that and acted like it was totally normal. Anybody? Okay, one more thing. Because genuinely, this is just, always look at the goal. They will always show you the goal. Democrats are planning to introduce a resolution this week in support of a change in law that gives local units of government more power to make their own public safety laws. That's preemption. So, what preemption is, as I mentioned in the introduction or earlier in the video, effectively, state law trumps any type of city or municipality law. If a city or municipality, like Kansas City, Missouri, for example, wants to make guns illegal or institute magazine bans, the state has laws that say that can't happen, so they get precedent, so you can't do that. So instead of flipping the state and trying to win on the idea that they could come forward and say gun control is the winning idea, which is what they would say, they're not going to do that. They just want to change the laws so they can get their little cities of gun control. Guys, the way that they are handling this, I've not seen them be this sloppy in years, genuinely. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.